Today's task is Introduction to Algebra. Now, this shouldn't concern children because they've been doing algebra since year one. We haven't called it algebra, we've simply had empty boxes like the first example. Rather than putting 1 plus that blue flag equals 16, we'd do 1 plus and have an empty box equals 16. So they've done this for a long time, it's nothing new, it's just a different name for it and it looks slightly different. So let's have a look at the first question. Now, one way of looking at the first question is look at the equal sign and recognise that that means that the two sides of this are the same. A useful way to think about it is a seesaw, and on one side of the seesaw is 16 bags of sugar. On the other side of the seesaw is 1 bag of sugar and something bags of sugar. And it has to be the same because it's balanced, it's horizontal, it's equal. So the way we can do it is if we were to take 1 bag off this side, we'd have to take 1 bag off this side, and our question mark would then become 15. Let's check that makes sense. 1 plus 15 equals 16. Well, that does make sense. So it is 15. Second one. So this one is a takeaway. And again, if we use the seesaw approach, on this side we've got 21 bags of sugar. On this side we've got some bags of sugar. I'll put it as a question mark, and we've taken off 13 bags of sugar. And when we take off the 13 bags of sugar from that question mark, it's balanced. Both sides of the seesaw are at the same height. Well, what we can ask is what's the opposite of taking away 13 bags of sugar? Well, the opposite of taking away 13 bags of sugar is adding 13 bags of sugar. If we add 13 bags of sugar to this side, it's going to go down, and this side will go up. But if we add 13 bags of sugar to this side, they're both going to be the same. So if we redraw it now, this side's got 20, 30, 34 bags of sugar. This side's got question mark. We took away 13 and then added it back again, but that's just question mark. Because if we start with anything, like if we start with 53 and we take off 13, well, we can easily take off the 3, we're at 50, take off the 10, we're at 40. And then if we add the 13 back again, we're back to 53. So we're really saying the question mark is the same as 34. Does that make sense here? 34, take away 13, does it equal 21? 4 take away 3 is 2, 3 take away 1, 4 take away 3 is 1, 3 take away 1 is 2. It's 21. So it has to be correct. We know it is 34. The third one, it looks like we're adding multiple times. Alternatively, we could think about it as division. As multiplication. Dear, oh dear, it's Friday evening. It's been a long week. So this might look like repeated addition, and it is repeated addition. Another way of thinking about it is multiplication. There are 4 lots. Well, I've got a green pen. No, I haven't got a green pen now. 4 of these things are sweets, and I can put a little multiply sign there. And we've taken away 20 as well, and that's exactly the same as 24. Now, just as before, when we took away 20 here, if we add 20 back again, this left-hand side will go down. So we've got to add 20 to the side as well. And now when we add 20 to both sides, they're balanced. So this side's got 44, and this side's got the 4 sweets. We took away 20 and then we added it back again. Well, that's just 4 sweets. Now, without the minus 20. Well, if we said, well, 4 sweets are 44, so 1 sweet must be 44 divided by 4, which is 11. Let's see if that makes sense. 11 plus 11, 22, plus 11, 33, plus 11, 44. 44 minus 20. 4 take away 0 is 4. 4 take away 2 is 2. Well, it makes sense. It is equal to 24. So there are 11. Each one is 11. Final one. Oh, let's try that again. Use the seesaw approach again. This side it's something divided by 6. Another way we can do that is a fraction. We're back to fractions again. Something divided by 6, that's the same as 9. Now if we've got this something we've divided by 6, what's the opposite of dividing by 6? Well, it's multiplying by 6. So if we multiply this side by 6, we've got to multiply the other side by 6, because otherwise this side will go down, the other side will go up. So we've got to have 6 of these. Well, 6 9s are 54. We've got 54 this side. This side we had question mark. We divided it into 6. That's like putting it into 6 groups. And then we said, well, let's have 6 of them. Well, we're back to question mark. So that's saying the question mark is 54. Does that make sense? Then we're saying 54 divided by 6 equals 9. And it does, because 6 9s are 54. 54 divided by 6 is 9. So it's definitely 54. Let's mark that. We're expecting to get 4 marks. And we got 4 marks. Good. Question 2.